Alright, hey everybody, KyleFish64 here, and welcome to my Earthworm Jim 3D playthrough. Alright, so I just finished up doing a playthrough of Earthworm Jim 2, and I thought, you know what, I need something else to play, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll right on with the Earthworm Jim series and go ahead and do Earthworm Jim 3D. This game is not a good game, but I want to play it anyways, so I mean, I might as well. It's kind of sort of nostalgic for me, and I've never actually beaten it, so I guess we're just going to see where this leads. This latest cow bashing has turned his brain to worm mush. Okay, so apparently Earthworm Jim got crushed by a cow, and he's in bad condition. Things look pretty bad. Only a miracle can save our boy now. At his bedside, close family and celebrity buddies fear the worst. They are powerless to help. The nurse, searching for a sign, shakes his head. Now the battle is in Jim's mind. Okay, so... oh boy, this is gonna be great. So... I guess I should mention, I'm actually playing this on the PC version. So, I mean, if, like, I played the Nintendo 64 version as a kid, but there's going to be some noticeable differences that I will point out as we go along. Earthworm Jim, is that you? So apparently that's Peter Puppy talking. Of course he would be in Jim's head. That could actually be taking multiple ways, but, I don't know. I feel sort of funny. I feel smaller? Yeah, that's it. Smaller, but groovier. I am Peter Puppy, your best friend and brain tour guide. I think he would have known that. I mean, you've been with him for I don't know how long, but, I mean, he should know who you are. You must be Jim's superego, released by your brains as the last line of defense to stop total global annihilation. Ha, I get it. What is this place? Is there a restroom in here? I really gotta go. This is your brain central, or this is brain central, the fuse box of your mind. It's where your 4 worm brains connect, and no, you'll have to wait. Right now, the brains are in turmoil and your sanity is in danger. Your worst fears and anxieties have been released and are trashing your tiny mind. Face up to it, Jim. You've lost your marbles and you better get them back. No mere thought is mightier than the superego of Earthworm Jim. Bring on the bad guys. Not just yet, buddy. Before you can go there, I am contractually obliged to supply some information. Collect your marbles to fix the fabric of your mind. The more you get, the higher your IQ will be. I don't exactly think that's how it works, but I don't know. And as you get smarter, the doors will open up in your head. Finding golden udders will recharge the powers of the sacred cow of contemplation. It controls the portals to your brains and is your only chance for full recovery. Take this first udder and begin your quest. And remember, Earthworm Jim, your brain is a dangerous place. Okay. Alright, so... whoa, I didn't mean to zoom in here. Alright, so we get our first golden udder, and this is one of the 2 collectibles that you will find in this game. I'm going to try to get 100%, which means I would have to collect all of the golden udders and then all of the marbles in each level. So we'll see how that goes. Now, as I mentioned just a little bit ago, I am playing the PC version. I'm not playing using a keyboard because if I had to do that, I wouldn't be able to complete this game because the keyboard controls are just terrible. But I have this really weird old PC controller that I can use for this. I have an Xbox controller that's wired that I use for most of my PC games, but for some reason only some of the buttons work with this. But yeah, this controller that I'm using is not perfect, so you'll have to excuse any little blunders that I make. But yeah. Oh, it's not! Hey, Jimmy, remember me? I don't think he ever talked, like, in the cartoon series or in anything. He just sort of made noises, but apparently in Jim's head he can talk. It's me, Snot, your bestest booger buddy. I'm here to help you. When you see me, run right over. I'll give you a tip to help you out. Okay. Thank you. We can come over here to Jim's eyes, and all we can see is Nurse Peter Puppy looking down on us, and apparently he's a nurse, although I don't think that was ever something that they established in the cartoon or any of the other stuff. But yeah, and for some reason, Jim's eyes come out of like one small portal in his head, which is kind of weird. Okay, so Peter Puppy mentioned that there are 4 brains that we need to help fix. And these are basically the equivalent of the worlds in this game. So the first one we're going to go to is memory. So the order we're going to go is memory over here, which is the red one. Then there is happiness, which is this yellow one. And then fear, which I think is this green one. And then fantasy, which is the blue one. So yeah, we'll see what we're going to find in each of those once we get there. But first off, we're going to go to memory because that's actually the only one that we can go to. You have to have a certain number of golden udders to unlock the others. But alright, play it away, Jim boy. Oh, goodness gracious. This game, I would say, it's not the best gameplay-wise, and just there's a lot of stuff that isn't really great about it. But I will say that it does keep the humor of the other Earthworm Jim 2 games. So they did a good job with that. I'll give them that much. Okay, what's up, Snot? Press camera mode to explore your head. Camera left and camera right will rotate your view. Camera zoom will zoom the camera in and out. Press point of view to look around, then use the joypad direction or cursor keys to direct your view. Press point of view again to return to the normal view. Yeah, I kind of have these controllers a little janky, and apparently it uses inverted look, which I hate. But fortunately, we don't have to use first-person view a lot, so that's a good thing. Okay, so we've got a cow here that we want to talk to. Who dares confront the sacred cow of memories at his shiny altar? It is I, Earthworm Jim, superhero turned super ego. Can it be the chosen worm? Actually, you've come at a bad time. Could you call back? Don't stand in my way, Cal. I've been sent to fix things. Your arch rival, enemy... Wait. Sorry, I can't speak. I'm just a cow, but I'm trying my best. Your arch enemy, Psyche, has invaded this brain and fixated on a single bad memory. You might not think you remember the terrible farmyard war of 72, but you do. When you were still a child, when the war ended, but it was locked in your mind. Now you must travel into the past to resolve the conflict between the beasts, and end this clucking hell. By the great worm's spirit, I will right this wrong. No crow messes with my head. Before you go to work, you will need to know about getting into your mind. The doors around here will only open when you find enough marbles. Break the marble high score in each area of your brain to increase the total marble count. Use your pause key to check your high scores to date. I'll open the first door for free. And watch out, worm guy. It's a farmyard out there. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so he opens up the first level. We've got 2 here in the memory brain, and then we have the boss level, which is right here, and apparently Psyche is going to be the boss of this world. All of the bosses are just some of Jim's arch rivals, but until you're as clever as a waffle, this door will not open. Well, I don't exactly think that waffles have any kind of measurable clever quantity or anything like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start in the first world. I'm probably not going to finish it in this video, because just like with Earthworm Jim 2, I want to keep these videos kind of short. So the first level is Coop Dette, which I think is a play on the word Coup D8 or something like that. I don't exactly remember. Okay, so these green things are the marbles we need to collect. Use helipad, buddy. Press jump twice. A running jump will get you further. Okay? Oh, gosh. Yeah, these these controls, man, and these platforming like things are not going to be very good, and apparently the camera is causing me some troubles here. Can I turn it this way? Yes, I can. Yeah, unfortunately, this controller I'm using does not have a joystick, so I don't know, or a C-stick rather. As I mentioned, I did play this on the Nintendo 64. I got that version as a kid one year for my birthday and played the hell out of it. And, I mean, that version had... I mean, obviously, if you were playing it on the N64, that controller had the C buttons, so it was a lot easier to control the camera because you could just simply use the C buttons. But in here, I just had to map the buttons that like will control the camera onto like the L and R buttons on this controller. So it's a little uncomfortable and it's a little odd, but that's okay. Okay, let's see, what do we find here? Oh gosh, I was like floating there for a second. Whip by pressing the head whip control. That's not very helpful at all. I mean, what if I don't know what that control is? I guess that's why they make like one of the first screens setting up your controls, and I won't show that because honestly I don't know why I should. Okay, is there marbles up here? I don't think so. I'm gonna look though. Nope. Okay, I don't want to miss any marbles because I don't want to have to backtrack to any levels. Alright, so this hamster, or gerbil, whatever you want to call it, we can get it going if we whip it. Alright. And that should open up the door. And then if we whip it again, we can actually kill it, which is kind of cruel, and apparently it explodes into bones and poop. But, yeah. Watch out, Jimmy. Villain ahoy! Press the couch control to dodge his missiles. When you're down, use the direction controls to roll about. Alright, so that tip was actually pretty useful. So these hedgehog things, they shoot these like homing missiles at you, but you can, like, they cannot hit you if you're crouched, which is completely crazy. Okay. So these guys, you can whack them, or you can shoot them, just like all the other Earthworm Jim games. You have a bunch of different ways of attacking enemies. Well, I guess only two. You have whatever weapon you have equipped at the moment, and then your head. Okay, where was that button at? So, we gotta press that down before we can continue. Oh, and there's a golden udder, so we'll probably get that if we push this button. What's going on? Oh, shit. We're launching the fridges. Oh, boy. There they go. We have liftoff indeed. Oh, my gosh. So that's kind of like a throwback to Earthworm Jim 1, I guess, a little bit, because in the first level of that game, you actually launch a cow, and it comes into play at the end of the game. And maybe something similar will happen in this one. I guess we will see. Okay, worm power. Yay. So we have 3 golden udders that we got to get here, and, of course, the 100 marbles. I believe that there's only 100 marbles in each level, so we'll have to keep that in mind. Gosh, one thing I'm going to hate about this is if I want to open up the start menu, I have to actually hit escape on the keyboard. Unfortunately, it wouldn't let me map anything to the start or select buttons for this controller, so I can't just go to the pause menu, which sucks, but oh well. Okay, what is in this room? Oh, I went backwards. Gosh. Well, if we had a mini-map or something, that would be really nice, but unfortunately, they didn't put anything like that into this game. But that's okay. As far as I know, these levels aren't too crazy, but yeah. Oh, shit. Did the music change? Oh, it did. What the heck happened? Yeah, I can speak with 100% certainty that this music that's playing at the moment was not in the Nintendo 64 version, which is kind of odd, but alright, we've got some kind of chicken or bird. At ease, soldier! You're the sorriest looking chicken I've ever seen. Merciful mung beans! It's Colonel Pluckett, the great war hero! That's right, son, and I've got a mission for you. A mission for me? Groovy. So, I've noticed that in this game, they try to replicate how Jim was in the cartoon, because this sounds like exactly like he did in the cartoon, which is kind of awesome, actually. Those treacherous cows have enlisted the help of the hedgehog mercenaries. The prickly pranksters have stolen my briefs. Your top secret battle plans? No, my underwear. Get them back for me, son. Chicken kind depends on it. No problem, Pluckett. You can debrief me when I get back. God damn it, Jim. I mean, you don't want him to take your underwear. That would just be kind of bad, and you're probably not even wearing underwear underneath that suit. Actually, that would be nearly impossible because you are just a worm underneath that suit. But anyways. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video off here because we've gone on pretty long enough. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. I hope you'll join me next time when we go on throughout the rest of Coop Dette, or however they say it. So, yeah. Stay awesome, everyone, and I will see you guys next time.